The right question is, why has God given me what he's given me? In other words, why did God give me this house? First question is this. This is not the right question. This is the question most of us spend our time and energy on, just like those disciples said. Why did God put us out here in the middle of Bethsaida with 20,000 people? He knew there were no hotels. He knew there was no food. Why would he do that? Why didn't you give me enough food? But that is not the question we ask. The right question is, why has God given me what he's given me? In other words, why did God give me this house? Why did God lead me to Marathon? Why do I have this car? Why do I have these clothes? Why is there this food? Why do I have this living room? Why do I have this air conditioning, right? Why, all those things. Why has God given us? And the answer, again, is this. Because he wants you to use it for the kingdom. Because hardwired in us is this desire from God himself to take what he's given us and use it for the good of the kingdom. So the wrong question, why has God not given me what he's given me? The right question is, why has God given me these things? And the answer to that is to steward them for the kingdom, which means if you have a house, God wants you to use that house for something. Maybe it's to host a small group, or maybe it's to invite your neighbors over. Maybe it's to speak life. I don't know. But there's something in those things. If God's given you a car, he wants you to use it. He doesn't want you just to hoard over it. He wants you to be reminded that it's a blessing he's given you for a specific reason. If you have a sharp intellect, which, by the way, there's not a lot of those these days, right? If you have that, that is a gift from God to use for his kingdom. You should learn and you should grow. If you have the ability to cook, that is a gift from God to use for his kingdom. You can cook for student ministry. You can cook for football or cheerleading teams or all those things. I mean, there's gifts that we have. If you just have a really open calendar and you're like, I just feel so lonely and bored, and he's given you that space to actually use to serve and care for other people. So the right answer is, why has God given me what he's given me? And the answer to that is for his kingdom. But there's another wrong question that we get caught up in.